Hi everyone, in this short video I'm going to show you how you can create your own read then speak questions. So I'm just over here on the Duolingo English Test Practice Hub, and we're going to open up read then speak just so we can remind ourselves of what this question's like. The question, the time to answer it is 1.5 minutes. You see one of these questions per test, and hopefully we'll find out in a second or two what this question looks like. Okay, that's now loaded. So you can see what read then speak tends to look like. We have a prompt here, prepare to speak about the topic below. You can see here we had 20 seconds to read this, which we didn't use. And we have a prompt or a question. And you can see a lot of these look like this. They have a main question, describe a time you worked with other people on something. And then we have a few bullet points. You can see that there's 4 here. It's not always 4. Sometimes there are fewer. I don't think I've ever seen more than 4 though. So this is what read then speak looks like. And now we're going to look at how we can create our own questions for this. All right, so I've got ChatGPT opened here, and I'm going to copy and paste a prompt here that I've created to make my own read then speak questions. I'm going to guide you through this. So I've started with a general introduction, and I've said that these questions should be suitable for B1 to B2 level English learners. And of course, the Duolingo English test should measure everything from A1 to C2. But for most people taking a test like this, they're looking at proving that their English ability is somewhere in this range. And I've got some criteria here. So I want a mix of different functions, right? Narrative and persuasive. So narrative is talking about yourself. Persuasive is making an argument. And then we've got some details of what the narrative and persuasive questions should include. This is from a Duolingo English test paper about speaking on the DET. And then we've said that the language needs to be something that B1 level learners can understand. We've said we should avoid controversial topics. And we've got some general guidelines here, avoiding culturally specific things that some people might not get. We've got some examples down here as well. Now, if you wanted to change this so it was more like a speaking sample question or a listen and speak question, all you'd really need to do would be to edit these examples. But these examples, you can see each of them has got a main part, and it's got like 2 or 3 follow-up points, just like that example that we looked at earlier. Now, when Duolingo actually do this for real, they have a review process. If you're like me, you don't have the maybe resources to do that. So I've asked ChatGPT to simulate that. So reviewing these for clarity, coherence, and fairness, and ensuring there's no bias in these questions. All right, and I'm going to ask it to create, let's just see, 20 questions that adhere to these guidelines. And let's see what we end up with. So I'm scrolling down here, and you can see it's mostly given us 2 bullet points for these. Maybe we don't like that. We might ask it to change that. But you can see it's divided these into some narrative questions. Describe a memorable trip you took, a hobby you enjoy, and then down at the bottom, I guess here we've got more persuasive ones, right? Do you think technology makes life easier or harder? Why do you feel that way? Give some examples. Okay, so that's how you can use AI to generate your own speaking questions. Specifically there, we looked at read then speak. I hope you enjoyed that. I will put this prompt in the video description. And if you liked this video or you have any questions, you can leave some comments in the description. Okay, thanks for watching.